So I used to be a student, but I finished university. But the other day, I was actually on campus and I was just walking around alone. And all of a sudden, bro, all of a sudden, this guy came up to me. He literally came up to me and he was just like, bro, I've seen you on YouTube. And I was like, wow, no way, man. I started feeling I was like some sort of celebrity. He's like, bro, I've seen you on YouTube. Like, I love your videos and all that. And we talked, and I was like, I realized this guy is actually in his first year. So when we finished like this whole interaction, I go home and I was just thinking, I'm like, this guy is in his first year. If I was in my first year once again, what would I actually do? So, bro, like that's the crazy part. Like knowing what I know right now, I would exactly do what I'm about to tell you in this video. And had I actually done what I'm about to say in this video, I'd be so much further ahead, bro. So we're not gonna waste time. We're just gonna get straight into it. So honestly, bro, what I believe in is that if you're still a student, the very first thing is that if you're just going to school just to make money and not to become like a doctor or engineer or like any of those like high quality jobs, if you're just there to actually make money, then yes, go to school, but forget everything they tell you. Like if you're just in it just for your parents, then go through the motions, but forget everything. Just try to pass and that's it. If your parents do allow you to like drop out, then just do it, bro. But just know, like whatever they're actually going to be teaching you is not truly what's actually going to be making you money. What you need in order for you to actually make money, to make 10K as the title says, you need first of all a skill, you need a method to actually make the money, you need a good routine, you need a good health and a good mindset. I'll talk to you about all these 5 things right now. So the skill that I believe that you should actually get is basically sales, persuasion, copywriting. You need that skill. So if you're at zero right now, like you actually have like $0 in your bank, bro, get a job. Get like a normal student job. Even if it's like 2 jobs, just literally get it. Because if you have $0, you have no power. Just know also that there's basically zero difference between having like $5,000 in the bank or having like $1,000 in the bank. Both of them still mean that you're broke. So get a job, but the best thing you should actually do is get a job where you can actually talk to people. So for me, for example, I had a job as like a ride operator. So when I had my job as a ride operator, I was basically at an amusement park. So I was in charge of people's lives whenever they go on with the roller coasters. But what I noticed is that when I was in there, so what you actually do as a ride operator is that basically you sit down and that's where you press the buttons so the roller coaster can go or so it can come back. What I used to do is that I actually had a mic where I would be talking to the people. So like I would literally sit at the booth and I had like the mic right here and then everybody, like I would see everybody going in the roller coaster and coming back. So what I realized, bro, is apparently people loved it when I was on the mic. Like at some point I was saying such funny things that even me, I'm like, I'm like, bro, this is so funny. Like, bro, I was actually known as the guy that was like the best on the mic. So just having something like that, and that was before I even started doing dropshipping, but just doing something like that, it just shows you where your strengths are actually at. So what I noticed is that my strength was actually in talking. And that's why right now, I've been so consistent on YouTube. You guys have probably even seen it, right? Like I'm so consistent, bro. But that's the thing, like that wouldn't have actually happened if I didn't actually get a job. But even better, get a job where you actually talk to people. So for me, I actually learned speaking and I learned how to actually take out reactions from people just through the power of my words. So that's the thing. Learn copywriting, learn sales, learn speaking, and just persuasion. These things are the skills that move humans. So this is number 1, which is basically the skill. But forget number 2 right now. But like number 3 and number 4, which is basically health and routine, I'm going to combine both of those because they're pretty much the same. Bro, so look, even if you literally have like $0 in the bank, still go to an expensive gym. I literally don't care. Like even if I was like completely homeless right now, I would still be able to make some money to actually put myself in an expensive gym. What that's going to do is that it's actually going to allow you to have access to rich people. You will actually be able to talk to rich people. And if you're likable, which I'm pretty sure you're not hateable, right? But if you're likable, you can never go broke because there's always going to be like some rich person who's going to give you an opportunity. So my specific gym, it's like the most expensive gym in the area, but I go there for a reason. Yeah, like I go there to work out and stuff, but also just being surrounded in an environment where there's actually rich people is going to boost you up so much. Like, why do you think the rich always gets richer? Because the rich is not close to the poor. Rich people never put themselves in environments where there's poor people. Because they know like environment is destiny. Your environment is everything. So why are you putting yourself in like cheap gyms? Those gyms are cheap for a reason. And bro, like I've been in Canada for a long time. But when I started going to the gym like a few years ago, the only gym that I go to is the expensive gym. But okay, like I might have been on campus and I was working out. But I was working out like one of those like testosterone boosting gyms where it's like literally the weights are just literally iron. But those were free. Other than that, I only go to expensive gyms. And make sure you actually go to the gym 4 times a day. Because what that's gonna do is that when you're working out, bro, you're creating friction in your body. Like whenever you do something like this, that creates friction in the body. And what that's actually gonna do is that it's gonna unlock energy in your body that you never even thought you had access to. And also in terms of health, this is the worst advice I can give you, but it's still an advice that I want to give you, and that is to overdose on caffeine. Now look, I know a lot of you guys are gonna hate on me because of that, but bro, like Habibi, there was actually a study that I've done myself, and it's just that the more caffeine you have, the more money you make. No scientist has done this. I'm the one that did this. So I don't know if you should take this as like an actual fact. But trust me, the more caffeine you take, the more money you make. They also rhyme, so obviously it's true. But number 5, I know it's skip number 2, but just wait, bro. Number 5 is basically mindset. So nowadays I'm actually very big on this thing that like the unseen world is almost like it's more real than the seen world. So your job as a student, you have a lot of time, bro. So because you have a lot of time, put some time into learning the unseen world, because everything that's actually seen, it usually comes from the unseen. So the unseen is like the seed, and whatever that's like the actual scene. If you see something, for example, in the scene, most likely it started as the unseen. Do you get what I mean? So whatever you think of is the reality that you actually create. You know, that's like the greatest thing that I actually feel like I learned. Because in my head, I'm just like, if my life turns out to be bad, then it's technically my fault. I'm the one that actually created that. And that gives you so much responsibility. So anyone that's actually rich right now, Habibi, they became rich in the inside first, and as a result, they became rich on the outside. Now, this doesn't mean it's like, oh, you have to be like enlightened to actually become rich. Obviously, rich people, not all of them are enlightened, but when your mentality shifts from like being a broke person to like an abundant person, you would see as a result, like everything around you starts to change as well. And that's what I mean, like having 8,000 in the bank or having like 1,000 in the bank, they're pretty much the same thing. So in your head, you need to first realize that 10K is, bro, it's not that much. Once you actually put it in your head that it's not that much, it becomes so much more attainable to actually get. And then the last thing, which is basically number 2 that I skipped, is basically a way to make money. Now, honestly, Habibi, there's like so many freaking ways to make money, you shouldn't get stuck on only one of them. But that's the thing. Once you actually get 2 jobs, 3 jobs, once you get a job, and once you start to talk to more people, and once you actually start to like learn copywriting, get better skills, you would actually realize what you're actually good at. And whatever you're good at, you need to get into a business that gives you an advantage because you're good at the thing that the business requires. So for example, if you're good at speaking, if you're good at saying words, if you're good at basically moving people through words, get on YouTube. Literally get on YouTube, talk to people, and basically create your personal brand. Bro, I saw this guy, I forgot his name, but this guy was like in the fitness industry. He was like a big dude, bigger than me. And he basically got like 1 million subscribers on YouTube. And like, if you look at his videos, none of it is like professionally edited or like the thumbnails are like so amazing and stuff like that. His videos are basically like just like raw and authentic. And as a result, he's at 1 million subscribers. How did a person like that get that many subscribers? It just shows you that all the objections that you have about starting on YouTube is all false. Because you guys think that you need like a beautiful camera, a beautiful mic, beautiful this and that, beautiful room. Bro, look at my room. I'm recording with my phone. Even to this day with 100K subs, you don't need all this fancy stuff. So that guy was just good at being authentic. He's just good at being raw. Being raw. So find what you're actually good at and then go into a business that gives you an advantage. So if you find that you're actually good at copywriting, Habibi, just make like a video sales letter, which I talked about in my previous video. Make a video sales letter, bring traffic to it, and then you'll see that you get sales. Whatever the product is, doesn't matter if it's like a physical product or a digital product. And you know what? My Discord is supposed to be coming up. I'm not done yet, just so you know, but when it's coming out, I'm including like a whole section about copywriting so that you guys actually learn how to only use words to start making money. It's not about dropshipping anymore. You do realize you can actually just literally make a website with just like a video sales letter and then start getting sales immediately. And all you're doing is just writing words. That's it. Bro, I know a guy, I forgot his name, but I know a guy who all he does is basically write words on a Google Doc, bring traffic to this Google Doc, and he sells like a $1,000 product. I'm telling you, copywriting is like actually this great. That's what I'm saying. Get a job first, make sure you're getting cash flow, and at the same time, learn copywriting. Because with this skill, you can have an ugly website and still make sales. And just think about it. If you're only surrounded by like rich people, there's no way you'll fail, bro. And think more. If every single day you overdose on caffeine, like you can work so much, bro. Now, if you're good at, for example, like talking to suppliers and basically making websites like Shopify websites and basically reaching out to brands that can allow you to get like wholesale pricing, then do high ticket dropshipping. I don't know why no one talks about high ticket dropshipping. I talked about it in the past, but bro, high ticket dropshipping, like even if you've never done dropshipping in the past, You can literally make a website right now, get brands that sell saunas, for example, or maybe not saunas, but like sell something expensive, brands that are known in the US, and just put them on your website. It's kind of like Wayfair, like a mini Wayfair, and you'll see that when you run Google ads, you'll just get sales. So that's the thing. What I'm trying to say is that there are so many ways to make money, bro. You don't have to limit yourself to just one way. But what you do have to limit yourself to is just learning a skill first, because you can't do all these things before getting a skill. And you'll notice, like, when you learn sales, when you learn persuasion, copywriting, or even speaking, like, this skill is going to transfer to every single business you go into. And that's the thing. In my Discord, I'm going to include like a section where it's like a bunch of side hustles, and then I'll just go over like how to actually do the side hustle. But like, the only way to be able to do any of the side hustles is just if you have the foundation, and the foundation is just persuasion. It rhymes, so it's true, bro. But that's the thing, like, as a student, if you literally start working more than thinking, then you're good. Like, try to minimize the thinking. Try not to even think. Just literally do. do. And that's the issue that I had, like, back then. For me, I was always like, wait, should I do dropshipping? Should I do Amazon? Should I do this, and that? It's so stupid. Just get into any of them while having a job, because a job provides cash flow, and then just go hard on it, man. It's not that hard. But anyway, I hope this video was helpful. If it was, just let me know, bro.